NaVi, it's one map to decide who wins, who takes home the trophy, the bulk of the prize money, and the pride.
Indeed. And what a map to finish it on as well. Astralis and NaVi both very well adjusted on Mirage. We'll be seeing an absolutely fantastic game to finish things off. Inferno looked like it was going to be a one-sided affair, but NaVi coming back massively there, and it's going to be Astralis to take the knife run as well. They will get the CT start, swapping over here, and this is where they're most deadly, I feel like. For me, it's all about Zipex on that B site. Once again, like he is on train, always good for 1 or 2 frags in that area, able to anchor that position so well, and that's going to be a huge factor for NaVi going to that bomb site. So we have seen the Battle of the Orpers today, and Device, I have to say, has been doing some fantastic work here, but towards the latter stages of Inferno, Guardian really did come to life. Absolutely.
I mean, even on train, Guardian was hot, so he's been impactful as ever. We've seen some consistency. I think Seized is another player that's played well. Zeus has had moments. They've all been there, but it's Guardian that still stands out in most cases of this tournament for me, as always. But Device, again, solid primary opper. This is one of the maps they used to run their sort of hybrid system on the defense where it was either Kerrigan would go to the window or Cajun would occasionally pick it up on the catwalk, but usually it was Kerrigan, and now it's all Device. So this is another map where they've changed their form, Astralis, and against NaVi, who love Mirage and love execution, they better have it damn well patted down by now.
Yeah, Mirage definitely fits well to their playstyle. They're so focused on working into certain positions, getting the mid control, allowing Guardian to find that first pick, and then they have so many different options for the type of execution they go for. Love to split A, love to boost up towards window as well. We'll see what they bring to the party here. We will be getting to this one very shortly. This is the final map here of the best of 3. Whoever takes this will be the winner of the Counterpit Season 2 finals. Astralis, after getting locked out on train, they definitely fall back strong and in front. No roads lead here. It's going to decide everything.
Everything indeed. Literally. And we are about to get ready. Astralis on the CT side, and NaVi on the attack first. It's one map. One game to decide the fate. And the buy for the pistol round.
Okay, well, Seized has been chucked into that raid boss position. He's got the Tech 9 and armor as well. We have got 2 smoke grenades. And one of those could be on Guardian. He's actually alone towards the A side of the map. The rest of his team are towards the B apartments. We can see Zipex getting up, boosted, and seeing if we can find a little bit of early intel here. Judging what we can see so far, looks like Guardian's holding off of the flanks and potentially could fake towards the A site. And his teammates will be smoking towards B and bursting in at some point. There's no real aggression from the CT so far. Device does spot towards underpass. Doesn't see anything just yet. Is he hanging out towards that connector area?
Hanging out, but starting well as Seized gets the first kill.
This Device checking the underpass once again, and he gets punished for it.
Watch Edward's positioning as well, because dupreeh is still holding for this, but he's going to overextend. Oh, why does he go so far? Where's the commitment? There's no one there to support it. dupreeh just gives himself up, and now Kerrigan has to hold from ladder. Needs to find a way back into this. And the smoke's going to cover off his position. So it's back through the vent. They'll have heard that. They jump for it, and they nail it when they land. Edward, stylistic shot, but they've got a team speak problem right now. They're going to call it pause in the next round. Zipex has to fight alone, thankfully. He won't need to communicate for that problem. But it's going to be Zeus with the shot to close it out. And apparently both teams have the same issue, so hopefully we can resolve that quickly.
So after an interesting pistol, we do have to go for a straight-up pause there, but it was Device who goes for that overextension, checking towards the underpass there, looking for that first kill, or even just a little bit of intel. Does get punished for it as well, but you're absolutely right. dupreeh trying to get the kill back in return. He had no information as to how many players were there. They're waiting for him as well, find the kill, and Guardian waiting for the rotations on A ramp, gets the drop, and it's a very simple round for NaVi at that point. And it looks like we do have that TeamSpeak issue. I think it's going to be resolved very quickly.
Device. We're going to redo that round, right? Obviously not.
A little bit of banter going on the server right now. I don't think we can see it. But it's going to be 1-0 in favor of NaVi here. Very calm pistol round for them. Didn't have to really work for any frags, just holding in positions. And Device was the first on the drop, and dupreeh trying to rectify it. Does get taken down as well. So we go into the second round. We can't tell what kind of buy will be coming in from Astralis just yet. They are yet to buy into this one. We still are in the pause time. And NaVi have purchased a little bit. We've got a UMP on Guardian, Flamey with the AK, and Zeus staying on the Tech 9. So I'm sure it'll be more of the same, holding up for quite a while. You can see Edward's still not in his chair, so...
Hey, everyone's got the headsets off.
This might be a little
bit try and resolve the issue. Guardian actually going to be the one to leave the booth and try and get to the bottom of this.
Well, don't mention any buys then, Matthew.
I will not. I will not.
Maybe
Actually, I
you
think
do.
Guardian's just going to go to the bathroom instead. Why not?
Okay, well, we'll just hang out then. It's all good. We have to be careful what we say now.
You have to be careful what you say, Henry.
Yeah?
I'm always careful. I've never said anything borderline offensive on stream ever.
Or giving away some rumors or...
What rumors?
Let's not go there.
Touché.
Anyway, it seems because you're taking longer to resolve than I'd have hoped. And this is always a little bit of a shame when it happens in the final map of the grand final. Just building up all the hype.
I find it interesting that Guardian has to go to the bathroom 1 round in.
Yeah,
like
we just had a 20-minute
break.
We just had a 20-minute break and he's just gone. Okay.
It might be one of those things like, well, this is frustrating, let me walk it off type of deal, but 1 round in, really? Interesting. Because everyone else is sitting and getting ready again, but we have to now wait on his bladder.
Well, the buy is starting to come in for Astralis, but once again, you can't really mention anything just yet, Matthew. Calm down.
You calm down.
I'm very calm, always calm.
NaVi, good start, though. Again, Astralis, a little bit of that overextension. We'll have to be careful with their decisions moving forward, because this is a map that if you give an inch, NaVi will take it every time.
The buys have come in. I don't think we can see it on the actual stream what's happening right now. So, I'll just be lying in wait right now. Guardian is back. The door is closed. Matt, let's spill the beans. It is going to be a force buy from Astralis.
You were waiting for that the whole time. I just want to tell everyone.
Yeah, so Zipex has got the Scout in hand device with the P250 and the Desert Eagle on Dupree and Cajun here. So 5.7s, it's a full investment. And they'll be going all in. Device, of course, he doesn't get the armor. He'll be the AWP player here going forward. Obviously taking over the role recently from Karrigan. This was his designated playground of the AWP. Now Device dedicated on every single map. Zipex on the Scout. He obviously is the B player. He'll be doing the jumping scout shots, trying to get some tags off for his pistol friends. And the pause still yet to come in, but Guardian is getting ready. And are you ready, Matthew?
Honestly, I'm not sure this time, because this game could explode. I'll try to stay ready.
Well, you just went to the bathroom as well, so at least it's not going to be you.
I did. Interesting I didn't see Guardian there then.
Here we go then, we're back into it. Round number 2. We have got 3 UMPs coming in for NaVi. 2 AKs as well. They have got reasonable amounts of utility. 4 smokes and a Molotov. And it's looking like they're actually committing towards the A side of the map now. I thought they would go straight into a default here, but they're actually going to have to go for an execute. C's holding off the flanks towards the top and middle and the B apartments. But it is quite a little bit of a stack from Astralis towards the A side. Karrigan on towards the balcony there. And occasion be on the side trying to gain the attention.
It's a hard angle to hold, because if you give space for the person in Palace to peek you, your gun does stick forward. So you kind of need to get information relayed for the call. Cajun's down below. See if he can relay it quick enough. This is the point. And he doesn't quite spot that 5-7 yet. Zeus Flamey's got Dupree. Zeus is spotted. Now Karrigan can go. That's what they needed to do in that situation, and it works. Now they can go forward and grab the UMP. It'll complement the scout from Zipex.
They're rotating off to B though, so there was a lot of investment in terms of the utility. But C's, if you look at him right now, he actually has full control of the B side. So that call works. It still is a 4-on-4, but C's getting this control. It does give them a massive advantage. C's rotating straight in. Blind as well. Device gives the first one the drop. It's his head to by C's. And Flamey holding towards A. Drops Cajun. And I was going to say get the second as well, but Karrigan's going to upgrade his UMP to an AK-47. The bomb will be planted, and you would assume he'll be saving that for the next round. Can't really justify trying to win this one. And Zipex will be saving his scout along with Karrigan's AK. He gets 2 frags this round as well. So it was an interesting decision from NaVi. Go for that first full smoke execution, but Guardian, though, towards the kitchen, will find Zipex. That's the scout gone.
I would have liked to see Zipex. He didn't know Guardian was that close, but if you go in behind that little flower pot, you can actually almost glitch the first shot.
You like glitches?
Not quite be seen too soon. I do like glitches.
You seem like you do. You're always bringing them up.
Yeah, it's because I came from a game with terrible game makers. Edward's going to take down Karrigan. That gets the AK back in the hands. Well, not quite, because they can't get Guardian close enough to grab it, but at least out of the hands of Astralis.
Well,
so full save coming in for them on the CT side.
You can't really justify anything into this one. USP so far. Karrigan has picked up a 5-7. He got 2 kills before, so it's not too much of a heavy investment for him. And we go into round number 3. Looking like more of the same here. NaVi going to be sending 4 players towards the A site. Zeus towards Palace by himself, and Caesar's holding the flanks once again. Doesn't look like they'll be doing the smokes, though. Going to be doing more of a contact play here. Working together, buddy system, fully employed, and it's making sure they work the frags, and any trades will be dealt with immediately.
Well, Flamey's not going to allow for one on that particular kill. As Cajun gets dealt with very quickly. It's Seized and Guardian with one apiece as well. Seized, well, Flamey gets that one, but Seized was looking for his second. Edward's going to find one. So Flamey with 2, almost the team ace if Zeus had come in with 1. Either way, it's 3-0 quite quickly, and the bank has been built. Edward's on 8K, an op out for Guardian. And Flamey's got decent money as well.
Yep, Edward back definitely swelling, keeping the UMP in hand. This would be the bonus round we always discuss. If you can find this round and keep it growing even further, that'd be amazing. Device is actually glass cannon right now, no armor, and Guardian's going straight in for the window phase. Slash connector, and he's going to have some challenges as well. He's going to get the frag. It's going to be a 5-on-4. Device dropped. Had to find something there. They don't have any kits apart. Well, Carrigan has one, excuse me, but still, Device with the glass cannon does get dropped. Now there's no smoke to the CTs. Only 2 flashbangs remain. It's going to be such a difficult prospect to hold off any of these executions from NaVi. They're going to buy their time now and just hold up and see what the reaction is from the CTs. Carrigan towards the ladder room. Nate's coming in towards window as well. Does a reasonable amount of damage, but not amount to too much here.
Zipex will wait for that to extinguish the 7-second duration on the Molotov. He's just got to wait his time in window. Play off of Carrigan. Rotation's going back toward the A site. Smoke out Cajun B. That triple box, he's going to try and spray into this connector position and do pre-push forward. I'm not 100% sure he's got full information, but they've got the triangle inside of A because Zipex has come back over.
He just wanted to work out what the hell's going on. They needed something to play with there, so he did spoil a player, so they are going to keep players on towards the A site for now. This could be this full of smoke execution. If NaVi were to do that, it's a perfect play. Like I said, nothing to really hold off the terrorists right now. It's going to come down to a pure gunfight right now. The smokes are deployed. Oh, NaVi get a commit.
On top of the cinder blocks. He's worried of the Molotov. That limits the movement, gives Edward the free kill with the UMP, no less. As it's going to go ahead and go the way of Seized on Zipex as well in the first gun. Well, you can call it NaVi's too because it's Carrigan now, the last alive. He'll get one against Seized. But look immediately to fade into the darkness. Maybe he'll go for an exit. They're going to hunt this. They know where he is. And he's going to get information from Zeus as he makes some noise, but he still spots the barrel pushing through the smoke. Yeah,
very difficult round there for Astralis after that second round investment. Didn't have head armor. And that was evident on the player towards Shadow. That UMP just completely rips him apart. And it's 4-0 in favor of NaVi. That first pick the Guardian got as well. It's so well played from them. Like I said before on train, as soon as NaVi get that first pick, that's when their playstyle just comes into its own. That's when it looks so brilliant. They're so good at reading the game, waiting for the CT reactions, and then executing together. It's a really beautiful thing to watch sometimes. So 4-0. Astralis, of course, onto a full eco this time. PT50s and 5.7s. Carrigan has got the Desert Eagle. But you would assume that NaVi are going to be well aware of this situation. This is much more of a default setup this time. Not going towards that 4-player, towards 8. It's holding the flanks. It's going to be spreading out and seeing whether they can establish any stacks from the CTs here. Guardian is looking towards connector. But I don't think any CTs will be challenging that angle anytime soon.
I love Guardian's approach toward the A side to go for that quick shot as well in case anyone was pushing up. He really caught the player in transition toward the connector. He'll go back toward the apartments where Seized has already burrowed his way toward the kitchen. Slow as always from NaVi. Like you say, trying to dissect exactly if there will be stacks or not. Good positioning from Zipex. He's got Device and Carrigan already rotated over. They can distract, but oh, that Molotov. Does it go to Van or does it bounce off the ledge and go back toward him? It's going to be Van. So this buys more space. Flash through. Won't catch anyone really with it. AK out. Watch for the second man to push through. Go for the trade. They might check it on their own. Seized. Did he just spot the shoulder? It's going to be enough. As the nade came through and Zipex got a slightly impatient. He picks up a second kill. And it's all NaVi on entry again, but more crucially, at this point, it's still 4 up. This is good work from Cajun because I was about to say it's a third straight very efficient round, which starts to swell their bank so early in the game, and it makes it almost impossible for Astralis, to make a half out of this.
It's a bit scrappy towards the end there. It's kind of interesting, you know, that the fact that Seized almost didn't check that close right corner. He actually tweeted before this game went out there saying, check your corners, Kappa, like, because they were actually running past, you remember that eco round when they stacked on speed? He almost didn't check that corner. It could have been very messy indeed, but they managed to do it. 5-0 in favor of NaVi now. And once again, a full buy coming in from Astralis. Device with the AWP once more. We'll see where he decides to go. Looking like he's favoring towards the B apartments this time. But we're going for that initial pick, backing up Zipex. Maybe I'll bait him in as well with a tight angle here. Carrigan pushing off towards short. He's already got the M4. He likes to play towards that ladder room area. Nades coming in. Now they're going for some fast connect control. It's actually going to be a very quick A split coming in straight away.
And this is such hard work for Astralis. 5-0 down. Money at 15K on various players on NaVi. Even with reset potential, it's going to be so hard for them. And Flamey's going to take this round. This is just a complete one-sided matchup in these first 6 rounds. no openings for Astralis. They're not doing anything to create space at this point. Xyp9x is getting a little bit clever with this positioning. He'll get one. But they've already got to elect to save.
Yeah, what a fantastic change of pace there for NaVi. They've been playing a very slow so far, going for executions, working the picks. This time, fast mid control and Device. It's such a nightmare position for him. He normally plays towards middle, and this time he's gone towards the B apartments, not expecting this kind of play to come in. The two players isolated on A, get taken down, wrecked as they enter the bomb site, and now just Device and Xyp9x remaining. I've got the AWP and M4 in hand, but you know NaVi are going to be hunting this. Like you said, so many players on so much massive amounts of cash. And Device now knows players will be hunting him down, but he's going to be staying for the kill, and he does take down Zeus, and he will manage to survive as well. So there's something to work with next round. They obviously have maximum loss bonus. Saving those weapons does help their chances. They can drop a couple of weapons here, drop some Famises, and hopefully get this next round. 6-0 on the T side is a very impressive performance so far from NaVi, and that's a great adaptation, and Astralis unable to cotton on as to what was happening.
And they will have guns again, having saved that AWP. Device fast toward A, wants to pick into the main. Not seeing the same setup we saw from when Kerrigan used to go window, where we saw from Legia and HenryG throughout the weekend. Flash in, Guardian blinded. He's got that AWP fairly close as well. Xyp9x has isolated him with that Molotov, but the nade won't bounce beyond the doorway. That won't do the damage. Xyp9x has the lineup, but can't quite see through that smoke as well. But they want to commit to this pick. And then the play on the B site. Xyp9x needs to be extremely careful about overextending from this. Good point. Dupree, he's already got inside this T-spawn. Seized is going to try and react to this. He's gone up A main and back down the ramp. Now he can get information, at least that one's toward A, but he's cleared out all of those tunnels. This will slow NaVi more, and Cajun B and Device are going to react to that by rotating away. Kerrigan's already pulled back down from Catwalk. They're going to try and cut them off in apartments immediately. The one saving grace in this is that Edward has mid-control slightly right now. He hasn't cleared out Catwalk, but they could go through the underpass. They're not. They want to go in toward the site. Flash. Xyp9x caught, blinded, but back into the site to go for cover, and that gives Kerrigan a chance, but Xyp9x will do it himself. Edward responds, but now Kerrigan's got one on either side. And he'll find the first one. Guardian not dropped down yet with the AWP, last alive.
Really nice play from Xyp9x there. Very confident after getting flashed as well. Hides on the bomb site. Gets a double spray done as well. But I have to say, it all comes down to Dupree opening things up, funneling towards the B site. He pushes all the way to T-spawn, gets that first frag, and then Xyp9x just sets himself up with a perfect spray down. And Kerrigan finds the fourth. Guardian still alive. 10 seconds remain. He surely can't win this round. As he jumps out of the B apartment, should be taken down here, and there it is. Occasion finally arrives, and we get the first round on the board for Astralis. It all came down to Dupree. Someone had to step up there. A lack of information. He gets that first kill. Like I said, NaVi had no option but to force themselves into B after losing so much real estate on the map. We're going to round number 8. It still puts Astralis into a very precarious position, right? They're still not out of the woods just yet.
This is the reset potential. This is the scary situation for Astralis. Map 3. A best of 3 in the grand finals. Not like this. They need to find the footing right now. Guardian already down toward the underpass. Doesn't go for any crazy peeks toward mid or A this time. Instead, he's hoping that Device, much like the pistol round, will overcommit to this position. Molotov poised and ready, though. He's going to fade away from this. Consider other options. This will give mid to NaVi, but the reaction and how they control the inner part of the site is what's going to matter for Astralis.
This time Device is going to be swapping out Cajun B. He'll be controlling that CT spawn area. I assume Cajun will be going towards Connector to back up Dupree on the A site here. But Guardian currently controlling the underpass area. Bomb is still towards C spawn, so still nothing going to happen anytime soon. It's actually the boost towards window. Cajun is going to be waiting there as well. He can't overextend this situation. He needs to be holding it, stay passive. Otherwise in for a world of pain there. The drop does come off the boost. Now Flamey. Taking some attention towards that A round. The bomb's still down in T-spawn, so still not established what they're going to be doing here. That looked like that hit. Device narrowly missing out on that shot towards Flamey.
Knows he's there, just has to hold it, but while he sits to do so, it's going to be coagulation toward the B site for NaVi. As they clot and hope to push together. Xyp9x is going to sit back on this. Not quite the same off angle this time, near the van, and he will spot Seized. He needs to hit the shot this time, and he doesn't. Seized is able to react in time. He's found Cajun B. It's a case of what if. One kill would have changed the whole round for Astralis, and Guardian's in against Kerrigan. And now this reset is a massive danger. They're going to try and hold the 2 guns they've got.
That's all they can do, really. We talk about Zipex normally being so good for those 1 or 2 frags. He gets taken down by Suze. He finds a double as well. Cracks open that bomb side by himself. The late delivery of the bomb comes in the end, but his teammates had already done all the work. There was no panic there for NaVi. And they're going to take 7-1 here. But like you said, Device and dupreeh trying to save their weapons here. It's going to be Device that drops the orb first. Headshot from Flamey. Now dupreeh has to try and stay strong here. He is towards the palace entrance and Seized and Edward trapping him in. Position given away now, and you feel like he's going to be dropped, and there it is. Edward gets the final kill. 7 plays 1, and that's the reset for Astralis. I feel like they have enough to get something on the board, so karrigan could drop an AWP, but they really wanted to go for this one. They could do a force buy with pistols and shotguns and an AWP, but at this point, I don't think it's going to be worth it. Just take another partial buy. NaVi will be winning the half of that point, and it's going to be just that. So Desert Eagles, PT50s, and you'd assume a very simple round. Once again, 4 players, make it 5 actually committed to the A side of the map. And Guardian is going up for the straight up face here. He wants to find that first pick. Not going to be gifted anything just yet.
Guardian walking. Thank you, dupreeh. You can try and push Palace, but I'll find you on your way through. Let me get Cajun. And it's pretty straightforward. NaVi is looking very good on Mirage. Again,
okay.
There was maps they could have played. This was Astralis leaving it in the pool. They're normally all right on this, but this is an abysmal start. This is an absolutely atrocious start.
We've got Device as well, one of the superstars of the team, 1 for 8. Only finding 1 kill so far, hasn't really had any impact on the gun rounds whatsoever. Similar story for dupreeh as well.
And that's exactly what Thorn talked about. They're the engine. If both are off and not able to find kills, things fall apart.
Exactly. Well, they're back into this on a single kit once again, so even the ecos not really helping them out too much in terms of utility. You can see no incendiaries, only 2 smokes remaining as well. Someone needs to find a kill here. dupreeh was the one that found on that first round with the aggressive push, but Edward looking like they're going fast. A split once again. Can they find this initial kill?
Try, peek out from Catwalk to try and pincer them in. It's going to be Device at least with 1 onto Edward, but through the smoke they go. It's Zeus, and another one. A push from dupreeh. He wants to get out of the sight because there's nowhere else to hide, and it's Guardian that he's confronted by. It's 4 plays 2. Look at the positioning from Seized as well. Zipex can't go anywhere.
Oh my god, so NaVi just toying with them right now. There's a change of pace every single time. Just when Astralis try to adapt to what's going on, a fast-paced A-split, comes in, and it's completely shut it down once again. So the pause coming in from Astralis right now. Tactical pause, I think, is definitely required at this point. 9 plays 1, and having a look at their money as well, they will be onto another eco going forward. karrigan does have an AWP in his hand. He's currently sat to above the B apartment steps. But you can assume that once again NaVi will be on the hunt. They've got plenty of time as well. Bomb ticking away, and they are slowly making their way through the B halls. We have got Flamey as well towards the top of middle, waiting for the exit if karrigan does decide to leave. And the smoke comes in. That should keep karrigan alive just about here. Go through the smoke, why not? Okay, don't worry about it. It's going to happen. 9-1, and the pause comes in. $2,400 here. Haven't even got close to maximum loss bonus, so it's getting a bit scary now, Matt. You would assume this is going to be 10-1 in favor of NaVi on the T side of Mirage.
Mid-half money reset with a big bank from NaVi. This was dream start for NaVi fans and absolute nightmare for Astralis fans. Dig deep, find a way back in. Timeout. With 2450 on the lowest 2 players, karrigan and Cajun B. The highest on 2850. It's going to have to be, I mean, Quasi, do you go toward 2K and let the round loss bonus hit? I think 3, is it 4 next round? Either way, it's going to be enough for a buy. If they stable themselves, yeah, 4. So if they stable themselves at $2,000, they'll be all right.
They can't really justify anything at this point. Every single gun run, they're going in without kits, without the incendiaries, without even 5 smokes. So they're giving themselves a tough task here. We haven't actually seen any aggression from Astralis whatsoever. Normally see most teams pushing up towards middle, but obviously you need to have some sort of control of the economy at that point. You're doing those rounds, and you're getting the confidence in, and you're actually feeling like you can justify those pushes. At the moment, they're just trying to find nitty-gritty frags just to even get them the man advantage, to get them somewhere on the map before they can fall back. dupreeh did find one, and that was the only round they've got so far. Into round number 11. Tactical pause still in. Headset still off for Astralis. You can see on the screen right now as Zipex having a discussion with karrigan, trying to work out how they approach the situation. And Zonic scratching his head, trying to work out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, the coach. He's not the most vocal in-game coach, Zonic. They still leave it to karrigan to be the in-game leader, but he's more of an analytical style outside of the game.
Sure.
But you gotta wonder if he's something to offer in these situations.
You'd hope so. But at this point, when NaVi are playing such a dynamic game, like everyone assumes they're going to go very slow pace and do the methodical stuff around, but they keep chucking in this fast A split that's locking them down completely. And Astralis, this pause doesn't come at the best time, to be honest. Now they're going to be on a full eco. And Going into the next gun round, I need to work out how they're going to approach that situation. But NaVi really have come to life on the third map here. They're setting themselves up for a very successful campaign here in the final map. You can see a much more jovial atmosphere in that booth. Everyone kind of smiling, having a good time. And Starrex, he's a much different coach indeed. He's the in-game leader as well of this team. Took it over from Zeus. A much more hands-on approach.
7 members in the booth for NaVi, with the manager in as well as Starrex.
Okay.
But we are having another bathroom break.
Of course.
Of course it's NaVi. They seem to have a habit
We can't
of
even
doing
get through a
this.
break. Like, we can't even get through a first half. People have to go to the toilet.
Yeah, it seems to be a habit for NaVi to just take the initiative to go to the bathroom during the game.
Okay, well, Matt, looking at the money for Astralis, I don't think we can't say anything again. We can't mention anything. We have to be alluding to stuff now.
I liked what the chat just said. That's why the arena's reacting, because they can still see the in-game feed.
I do like that as well, but I don't think it's safe for the stream. So I don't think.
Hey, we didn't say it. We didn't say it.
Okay. Well, we can't really theory craft too much here going forward, seeing as our players out of the booth. So we're just gonna sit here and wait, and we'll discuss the money situation maybe for NaVi. Obviously, we're not going to say specifics, but after so many rounds in a row, they're actually going to be at considerable amounts of cash, and that hard reset for Astralis has left them in a very precarious position. It's not able to get anything together right now. Still, Device has found his second kill, but as you said, Device and dupreeh just not living up to their expectations right now. It's only Zipex who's leading the charge in terms of frags. He did well on the B-bomb side the one time they came there, but they're not converting these victories.
Well, you say that. It was actually the second time he missed the shot on C's that unfolded it for the reset.
Indeed, I think one of the rounds he actually got was dupreeh, and then Zipex got the double spray down as well. Yeah. The round they got.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. But again, the reset came in right after. We're back underway. It's Guardian to hold the A angle with the AWP. Pistols against them. Let's see if this timeout's done anything. It may not amount to much this round, but they've got to find a way back into this half. Eventually line up. Guardian not able to hit the shot. And now they'll try and push in toward A main, at least get close enough. So NaVi continue to slow things down.
Well then, nothing amounting to that stack just yet from Astralis. Did push 3 towards the A ramp, but Guardian spotted them and they're all going to fall back. It looks like NaVi will be adjusting right now. And they're going to be setting up for the wall of smokes towards A. There are 3 players for Astralis. You can see Zipex has pushed all the way out towards B as well, so some intel gathered, but they just don't have the firepower. They did it on Inferno perhaps, so maybe they can replicate some of that magic. Zeus does drop Cajun though, and the A attack will be coming in. Device standing in the open, hoping he can make something happen here, but he can't see. He rips his head off, continuing his strong form so far. There is one foul found for Zipex, but that's all that's going to be it. Zipex a couple, but that's really nothing to report here, considering the money that NaVi have. 10 plays 1 now. And this is where things get really serious. Astralis need to turn up right now if they're going to have any chance here on D Mirage.
Here we go, Device glass cannon as well.
Again.
That's how desperate they are to make this work. And he's going to go immediately toward the window this time, get the opening pick, but it's not Guardian that's going to confront him. It's seized. There is a cat smoke. The bloom's a little bit late, so Device to hold off. Oh, this is where the glass cannon starts to hurt. That first nade does damage. Luckily, the smoke lands at the same time as the Molotov, because that could have been painful for Device. As Seized, though, is going to lurk between these 2 smokes, and Kerrigan's not far off of this. Meanwhile, on the A site, they are starting to get some ground through A main. It's Edward the first one in. Molotov doesn't quite make it towards CT. Gets caught on triple box, and KGB's got 2. Finally, Astralis might have a footing in the round as Kerrigan does wait long enough to catch Seized. And they go from hardly being able to close 1 to absolutely obliterating their second.
Cajun B steps up and hits the 2 headshots required to actually take down 2 players, and then dupreeh's able to come and wipe clean the rest of the NaVi players as well. So no one giving that pick away at the start of the round. That's been a massive problem so far. Whether it's the grenades or Devices getting picked off by Guardian, they're managing to hold strong, get some intel, and then wait for the execution to come in from NaVi. There was a much faster play from NaVi that time. That's looking like a B play coming in this time. Guardian go for that first pick. There's going to be Zipex beneath him. Comes in, he's really aware of position. Flashbang does give him some opportunity to move out. And here comes the smoke as well. That buys him some time. Guardian, you know what? I'm just going straight through it.
Oh, this is risky, but he's got the angle! Guardian finds Zipex.
My God, that was absolutely sick. And now Kerrigan with it all to play for from short. Can he challenge Guardian in this sort of position?
Don't you dare repeat that. Wait for Device to get there, and that's what he's going to try and do. As Guardian can't find the shot, but he knows he's gone somewhere in that direction. You would have thought You would have thought there was a chance for Guardian. I definitely thought there was, but Device holds on to it, manages to get one. Now he's got two. And Edward and Seas go down. It's still 2 players left inside the apartments. And finally, successive rounds look to be in the cards for Astralis. They need to pretty much close out this half Device. As he switches away too soon. Didn't realize he would be there, but as he falls out, it's Kerrigan who goes down. This gets a little bit interesting. Dupree's there in time.
There we go then. Even though Guardian opens it up and takes down Zipex, Device finally arriving here in the 3rd map of the grand final, finds 2 frags and locks them down. They're unable to do anything with it. No bomb planted, but the money still strong in the NaVi camp. Astralis find round number 3. As we get to the crescendo of this first half, Device, where's he heading there? Back towards the window, it seems. More of a standard play coming in for NaVi this time. Smoking off towards mid, taking that vision away from Device. No one towards underpass just yet. Kerrigan pushing off towards short. And the bomb left in T-spawn once again. It's one of their very slow plays from NaVi. Whenever we see them do this, they're trying to work some map control, gain some real estate. When they execute to the bomb site, that's when Flamey normally comes in and grabs it. But actually deciding to opt out of the area right now. Edward has got full control in the middle. And Flamey and Guardian will be making their way towards the apartments.
Device sees above this smoke, wants to try and do something of this mid-presence that NaVi has been quite convincingly taking. Round and round again. Zeus at the underpass. It's kind of traditional in the sense that they are utilizing the underpass to get closer to the window. Used to be standard play for just about everyone, but more and more teams are getting away from that. Relying on that cat smoke to get the box pushed down, but all right, Zipex, that's twice you've been punished by Guardian. Learn your lesson, do not peek, because he is absolutely taking the fight. Seized is going to find Kerrigan. This time, there's no cancel to it, and Guardian's got Cajun B.
My God, what can you do in Guardians hitting shots like that? That's just game over. Finds 2 in this round, and Edwards about to punish Device as well. Gets the AWPer down, just Dupree remaining, and it's just such a simple play. Wait for Guardian to hit one of the craziest shots of the game so far, and we'll just rush into B. No problem whatsoever. And Dupree wondering what the hell just happened. It went from a 5-on-5 to a 5-on-1 in the blink of an eye.
That's utterly ridiculous. Now it's still going to be desperate for Astralis. Dupree needs to hang on to the M4. He's got 2 kills in doing so. But they know where he is. Needs to be careful as well. Not to face Guardian. He wants guns gone, and he ultimately should have just held on to his because it's still very, very grim for their money. They'll go Device this time with the AWP. We know which side the crowd's on.
I'm sure everyone at home can hear it. It seems like NaVi are the hometown favorites. Round number 15 now. Still a difficult situation for Astralis' money. They've got 2 5.7s, 2 M4s, and Device back on the AWP. But my God, Guardian lighting up the scoreboard that round is opening everything up by himself. Just textbook NaVi play, slowing it down, finding control of situations, and then allowing Guardian just to obliterate the opposition.
Guardian's going to hold the catwalk angle this time. They haven't found Device. Now they will. That'll give away more exactly where he's playing because he finally wins that B position. It's not Zipex there. And Flamey's going to follow into the grave as it's Cajun to win that duel. Device jumps across. Guardian doesn't see him. He goes back the other direction. He can sit back. He's got at least a little bit of information for Dupree to work with. And Zipex has gotten aggressive toward A main as well. So NaVi don't really have much to work with, aside from the fact that it's only 3 guns against them. If you want to call that some sort of advantage despite being down 2 men, you can call it what you like. But Edward is going to get toward the ladder. Kerrigan's not going to hear that. And this might just be enough to open up the play. If Dupree gets caught off by this as they work toward it, thankfully, Kerrigan is acting quick enough to potentially catch them off, and he'll do exactly that. Edward goes down, as does Guardian, and Zeus with 17 is likely to do the same.
Well then, the final round does go in favor of Astralis. Zeus does have 17 HP, but an unlikely buy prevails. Astralis just with 2 5.7s in the AWP, but his Device coming to life now towards the end of this first half. He has been very quiet. He was on 1 for 9 at one stage, but has been influential in the rounds they have won towards the latter stages here. And will be 11-4. I mean, Zeus does have the bomb. Why not go for it? It's like a 0.1% chance he can do anything with it. Let's see whether he can find the first kill. He cannot. Kerrigan takes the kill. Zeus drops 11 plays 4, so it was looking very bad indeed, but towards the end, the last 4 rounds, Astralis picked up 3 of them. And after that pause, looks a lot stronger, you have to say.
Yeah, it did, but it's still 1 round and all that slips away. So it makes it 11-4. It's a tall task for Astralis. Now going on to the T side. T side of Mirage, no less, against NaVi.
Well, we saw NaVi come back massively on Inferno after the huge deficit. So Grand Finals, anything can happen. We've got 3 sets of armor for Astralis. 2 utility players in the form of Cajun and Karrigan as well. There's going to be smokes to the jungle area, and it's going to be a fast A split with the bomb go towards A ramp.
Guardian in behind the chimney. At jungle, not going to be expected at all, as dupreeh will find that out the hard way. Flamey's gone a little bit more passive toward these CT stairs, so they'll concede the bomb plant, but he's waiting for the rotation to come in, and Guardian, he's going to find Cajun B, despite the first shot going against him, and how does he hit Xyp9x? He's now got 2. Flamey's up on top of the ticket booth, and although the bomb's down, they've got 2 very far away players that have to hold on against this defuse. His device does start it off well. Karrigan will add to that, but they've lost his teammate in the process, and 3 players facing.
My God.
No hope in hell for that to work out. It's going to be NaVi getting the pistol. 2 in this game.
What the hell are you going to do when Guardian's is hitting shots like that? Crazy scenes from him. Gets 3 kills, and he opened it up with a very smart play towards jungle. The A split shut down straight away. Astralis trying to do a fast play. Smoke towards jungle. 2 players coming towards connector. They just didn't think to check the angles. C's even tweeted it out for you before the game. Got to check them. 12 plays 4 now. Astralis will be forcing into this situation. It's a definite risk. I mean, they lose this round, won't have the AKs next round, but going to have 1 AK on towards dupreeh, 4 Tech 9s. And it's looking like they will be favouring towards the A side of the map as well. Karrigan has got the bomb towards there. Xyp9x trying to work the B apartments. And dupreeh holding towards top and middle. 4 smokes, so could go for a full execution here, but going to be biding their time a little bit more. Zeus has pushed up into the A ramp, and Device is aware of this, but he gets absolutely taken down. And a 5-on-4 comes in as the UMP prevails.
Zeus, oh, he should have just spotted Cajun's head. Cajun gets away from it. Guardian in mid. Spawning up Xyp9x and dupreeh. Karrigan's there as well, but far back with bomb behind the boxes. Cajun wants to try and get some damage done toward the connector, but Flamey just gets in front of it. Actually does significant. He's down to 64, but he's still there to take down dupreeh. Greet him when he walks out from the underpass. He might do more. He spotted Xyp9x's gun barrel. Guardian could take this peek. He knows that Xyp9x, but it is there for 1 in and 1 out. I'm surprised he even got toward Flamey. A good peek from him, but Guardian's there, so the trade successful. 2 to go. Zeus make it now 1 as he finds both remaining players.
Gosh, that's pretty disgusting from Zeus. That off angle he's holding finds both kills as well. That's his 3rd of the round. The UMP doing massive work there, farming tons of cash as well. He's got 5k, and Astralis. They're such a difficult position now. They force-balled that round. They could have got AKs in this one, but opted for the Tech 9 force bite. It didn't really work out for them, only finding 1 kill. And now they're going to be on pretty much a full eco. PT-50s, Glocks, no utility. I'm not even sure what you'd be calling at this stage. Just spreading out and hoping someone runs into the crosshairs. Hold up for a little bit. We have got Cajun towards the end of Palace area. Sees to spot a couple towards MB apartments as well. It's Guardian. I think he's got towards underpass here. He has. So he could be the linchpin here.
Flamey wants Device, who's going to slow peek it. He really loses his life for it. dupreeh, Cajun, Karrigan.
Okay.
Device.
Okay.
Wait for it. It'll happen. Xyp9x. All gone. Natus Vincere. Within 2 to go from crowning themselves the champion of Counterpit Season 2 Land Finals. This is remarkable performance on Mirage.
Yeah, unstoppable so far. Second half has been flawless after winning the pistol, and now we have the first real buy here. No AWP, of course, after that second round investment, just 5 AKs. They have 4 smokes, no Molotovs, just going to have to rely on real brute force here, as Guardian does spot Karrigan crossing towards the mid boxes. They're spreading out more of a default formation, but 2 players for NaVi boosting up towards short as well. They're going to leave Edward boosted up, and Guardian's going to be backing him up from connector as well. I like this setup. I'm not really sure what the options for Astralis are right now. They're not gaining any real estate. They haven't got an AWP to rely on to open up the map, so it's going to be falling back. They have got the option to go for an execution here. Device is going to pick up the bomb and go back towards A. Xyp9x will be the one to collect it, and all 5 players, well, apart from Karrigan, excuse me, will be heading towards the A ramp. And you'd assume that this is last chance saloon. Go for the execution with the smokes and see what you can do with it.
Hope for the best. Hope for the best. Try and get back into this game, but late. If they do. Guardian, little pop flash out toward ladder. Tries to catch off Cajun in the doorway and allow Flamey back inside the site. They're going more passive, and that transition gets caught. It's Cajun B with the first, but Guardian again has two. There's no shutting this guy down today until finally Cajun finds the kill, but it's Zeus on to Kerrigan. You said last-ditch effort. It's now 2 versus 3 in the afterplant favoring NaVi, and Cajun gets toward triple. Instead, he wants to try and find a better angle. dupreeh just gets the hell out. He needs to stay alive, and it's all about efficiency. Seized just barely late to the smoke because that would have caught Cajun in the open, but they know he's close up. They have to. There has to be a relay of information toward this, and Seized is going to just push right through. It might be timed correctly, but not before one goes into it. It's a trade, but Deuce, he's got dupreeh.
They tried all they could with the execution, got in there, but Guardian picking up 2 frags. It was Cajun doing everything he could with the 3 kills, but this wasn't enough, and that's it. NaVi get towards championship point now, Matthew. Astralis in 11 in a row just to take it to overtime. They're going to be force buying into this, of course. AKs are out once again, a lack of utility, but I think this one may be over. It's just a matter of time. If somehow Astralis get back into this, it would be an absolute miracle, but never say never. Auto snipers out, of course. That's going to be in the hands of Flamey. Sometimes make or break with that weapon, but let's see what he can do with it.
It's Flamey, like you say, in this position. Nearly gets the headshot. Does, in fact, on Xyp9x, but it's traded. Back and forth we go. dupreeh trying to salvage something, gets to, but it's now the 1-man advantage again. Going the way of NaVi. Guardian nearly hits the shot. Something we might have expected in this game. It wasn't exactly an easy one, but it goes the other way. It's now 2 versus 2, but watch this flank. Edward is all the way around toward T-spawn. Yeah,
this is actually perfect from him. Device and Kerrigan on the site. Kerrigan more focused towards city spawn. No one coming from that area. Oh, okay.
That was close. Another nade stack happening. The butt sticking out, though. Edward's going to find that, and it's all on Kerrigan. Make or break. There's a smoke as well for Edward. Kits on both. And that smoke's already going to cover off the bomb. This forces Kerrigan to face, but he tries to take the second man first. He needs to find the spray, and he's actually off at Edward. He's going to try and buy more time. Now he'll hold it. Kerrigan's not got the angle. If this is how it ends, it's going to be tragic, but Kerrigan just finds the shot.
Just about. My God, what a clutch that was. Kerrigan keeping the dream alive somewhat. It's not the cleanest of finishes, but he gets the final bullets. And I feel like Edward could have got that on the first full defuse, but it wasn't meant to be this time. 15 plays 5 now. Astralis given something. Came down to a 1v1, but the CTs will be able to buy back into this one. Seized with the FAMAS, and Edward going down into the underpass as well. He's got the M4. Still alive somehow. Kerrigan going aggressive towards short, going to be spotted by Guardian. Oh my God, the no-scope connects as well. Legs him, and the fast play coming in towards the A side now.
He won't know that he's lagged him, so that won't be relayed information, but what an advantage to have. Edward's going to close it. And that's the one player that was trying to get connector to split the site. That name from Zeus. It's going to do good damage onto Xyp9x, but not before KGB can find Edward, and Xyp9x comes back around to pay the favor in return. Don't call it done just yet, though, because Flamey still finds a way. Once more, they'll have to clutch out a situation where they're disadvantaged, and no bomb plant coming in just yet. Rotations have already happened. There is one smoke for dupreeh to try and make this happen, but Flamey's dropped the bomb. It's a minute for Xyp9x. But it's going to be the longest minute of his life. Unless Seized executes him before he can make it any happen. He does get one down to 17, though, and it's still a 1 versus 2. It's all for the game, and Guardian appropriately closes it.
The war is over! Dear audience, dear spectators, for the champions of this tournament, let me hear bra 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 bravo! Give us some noise, put your hands in the air for the best fighters, for the champions of the Counterpit Season 2 League Land Final, Natus, Vincere, NaVi! I invite organizer and the representatives of the sponsor. From one game, Mr. Ivan Marušić. From AMD, Mr. Andrew Thompson. From Sapphire, Mr. Philip Wynne-Jones. And from G2A, Mr. Joshua Cabrera. Of the Counterfeit League Season 2 and Final, Natus, Vincere and NaVi, mixed team from Russian, Ukrainian and Slovakian players. Dear audience, dear spectators, on the end of this very exciting tournament in next 2 days, I would like to say welcome and to hear something from the main organizer from the one game, Mr. Ivan Marušić.
First of all, thank you for everyone for coming here. Big thanks to our sponsors, Joshua Cabrera from G2A, Andy Thompson from AMD, and Philip Wynne-Jones from Sapphire Technology, together with all other sponsors that didn't manage to come here today. Congratulations to Natus, Vincere, and all the teams that participated. And big thanks to you all that supported this event and that you enjoyed it. So, big thanks, and I hope that we will see each other again on Dota tomorrow. See you. Bye.
Thank you very much, Ivan. Thank you very much for the sponsors of this exciting